We are accustomed to a variety of modern technologies that make our lives simpler. These inventions have greatly improved our comfort levels. Cell phones, microwaves, frost-free refrigerators, smart TVs, and many other devices use these technology. Consider some futuristic breakthroughs that could drastically alter our lives and possibly save the Earth or transport us to another planet. We've compiled a list of the items that, in the near future, might have an impact. Like and subscribe to the channel to receive new content every day. 1. 3D press. To produce a certain product, you must first design and then design it. The 3D printer does all this work with just applications on the computer. Programs that develop 3D objects, such as AutoCAD, for example, do this job easily. 3D printers can reproduce any type of object using three-dimensional printing technology. The raw materials used in printing are usually plastic resin and laser modeling, and their structure is metal. But in addition to printing things like decorative pieces, food, and even human body organs, this technology can also help in engineering, architecture, and also in reconstructing ancient materials found that are incomplete. 2. Carbon fiber. This material has as its main raw material the polyacrylonitrile polymer. The advantage of this fiber is that it has a high concentration of carbon, since more than 90% of the atoms in the material are made of it, which makes it a thin and resistant material. In its production, the polymer is stretched and becomes parallel to the fiber axis, making it more rigid. The weight of this material gives it advantages over steel, because with its use, structures built with this raw material are much lighter, consequently facilitating transport and reducing production costs, as in the manufacture of vehicles. Carbon fiber is also being widely used in civil construction. As it is a non-oxidizing material, it can be kept for a long time without corrosion. 3. The medicine of the future. The medicine of the future promises us a considerable evolution. Do you think in a few years' time, if they discover a cure for AIDS or similar diseases that today have no cure, how many people in the world will be saved? Imagine you taking a test without having a drop of blood taken from your body, or that you can create artificial organs to replace organs that no longer have functionality in our body. Nor can we forget the studies with stem cells. Yes, without a doubt, I think that the medicine of the future will bring us so many good things that it is even difficult to mention them all here. 4. Space tourism. Current space travel is only done by millionaires. But in the future, it will probably be more accessible for us, opening a new path in tourism. Imagine how cool it would be for you to take your year-end vacation on another planet. We hope that in the future the costs of making such a trip will be reduced, so that who knows, we may even inhabit another planet. 5. Holograms. The interaction of hologram glasses with people should change a lot. It will change the way you interact with games, multimedia content, and even work in scenarios that mix real elements with holography. Microsoft is already producing a technology like this. It's called HoloLens, which allows you to see things that aren't really there, like a television or even a person, but it's only possible using these special glasses. 6. Communication between cars. We hear many developments about cars, due to the various sensors that are installed in cars helping to identify traffic hazards, such as the reversing camera, for example. But an even more advanced technology is communication between cars, enabling the exchange of information regarding distances, the presence of traffic jams, and even identifying the approach of other cars, information completely out of reach of drivers. 7. Liquid biopsy. It is based on the analysis of DNA that leaks from tumors straight into the bloodstream, which is known as circulating tumor DNA. They work like cancer fingerprints, and they allow scientists to read, to have genetic information essential for characterizing tumors and selecting the best treatment. 8. Brains created in the lab. How the brain works is still a mystery. We are still unable to understand how it works. But with many existing studies on the subject, it is believed that in a few years' time, it will be possible to create laboratory brains from stem cells. Artificial brains can facilitate research because you can follow from scratch, from the beginning, and in the future, with replacements of the part of the brain that no longer works, maybe we can become immortal. 9. Supercharged photosynthesis. Nature has several mechanisms created that aim at the survival of the species. One of the most important mechanisms is photosynthesis, a typical reaction of plants that allows the creation of energy through solar energy. Plants that live in more arid climates are more efficient at this process, and this is called supercharged photosynthesis. Genetic engineers are trying to do this process in normal plants like rice and wheat. The intention is to accelerate growth by increasing production by 40% and reducing hunger in the world. This would also be an evolution that would really make a difference in the world. 10. The desalination of water. We all know that water in the future will be a problem, even more so with scarcity in many places. Salt water in the world is plentiful, but unfortunately it is not drinkable. However, there are several plants that use reverse osmosis to remove salt from the water, making it drinkable. Due to seawater desalination, some plants have already been built, such as the one in Yuma in Arizona, United States, which has the capacity to produce 72 million gallons of drinking water per day. In Brazil, some examples of these plants are the Greek islands, the islands of Fernando de Noronha, Easter Island, and the island of Malta. And then, dear reader, for you which innovation will really make a difference in the future? Like and subscribe to the channel, and check out the suggested video. I'm pretty sure you'll find something interesting and valuable.